Welcome. Today we're gonna play Sable. I can feel JD smiling behind her mask, just as I know. She can feel the thief bearing little grimace behind mine. I'm nervous, and she's softly, sweetly amused. In her eyes, I probably have very little to worry about. You know you have nothing to worry about, don't you, Sable? I know. I tell JD that I know, but it hasn't quite sunk in yet. She chuckles. I promise you, Sable, you're fine. But I do know how you are. You're going to be nervous until you've started. And then you'll act like you've been doing it your whole life. Remember the first time you rode the bike? You wouldn't even let me put you on the seat. You were so afraid. Your hands were like little claws gripping onto me. I feel the memory in my fingers. But then I promised you it was going to be alright. I told you how much I had loved riding my bike as a young woman, and how wonderful the wind felt through fabric. Suddenly, there you were. You sat down, you leaned forward and put those little grasp claws on the handles, and you were off. And I remember thinking, just watching you tear over the sand. Look at her. She can do whatever she wants. JD reached out and placed a hand on the edge of my mask. And you can too, Sable. I take a breath. I think I'm ready. I thank JD for the encouragement and tell her with a nod that I think I'm ready. I know you are, so let's get you started. You'll need to talk to Hilal and Driss. Driss should already have made the arrangements for your bike, and Hilal will share something. We'll say as useful as it is fun. I think I might suspect what JD is saying, but I stay quiet. After that, I suppose we'll see you off. What if I choose the wrong path? I asked JD what will become of me if I choose the wrong path. There are no wrong paths, Sable, or right ones. I'll be glad if you choose to stay with the Ibexi, but truth be told, I'll be glad no matter what, so long as you're happy. Whatever you decide, you do with my blessing. So don't try using me as an excuse to come home early, eh? She knows me. Now go speak with Hilal. I'll be there to see you off. And speak to Driss as well. I told him to arrange your bike with Cizo, but you know how he is. I have something to give you, a compass, to help you on your journey. It's the same one I used on my gliding. An artifact, you might say. I take the device in my palm. It fits naturally there, perfectly weighted and crafted. Each component slides together with incredible, satisfying precision. Thank you. As I approach Hilal, they give me an enthusiastic wave. I've been always appreciated Hilal's work and vigor, and on a day like this, I'm ready to match it with a touch of nerves for balance. Sable, take this. Hilal hands me a small, round stone. As it nestles into my palm, I feel a warmth not borrowed from Hilal's hands, but emanating from within. I run my thumb over it and find it softly electric, like static on cloth. Thank you. I thank them for the fuzzy rock. Oh, Sable, you don't know what it is, do you? What I've just given you is a gliding stone. What do you feel? I tell Hilal that I feel connectedness. Then you're doing it right. What you feel in that stone is openness. I look at the stone, it seems like quite closed. Gliding stones are vessels for the perpetual They suck up its power like little sponges and hold it there for you to channel. Right now, it's empty or dormant and waiting for you to fill it up. I ask how I can do this. Take it to the temple ruins at the edge of the canyon. You'll be able to activate it there. Hilal claps their hands twice and bobs a little. I appreciate their good mood at a time like this. Come back to me once that's done. I want to hear all about it. As I'm about to leave, Hilal stops me. Oh, you haven't got your bike yet, have you? It's a bit of a trek to the temple, so go see Driss. He was meant to get it ready for you, yes? I remember JD's words now, and tell Hilal I'll go and see Driss. Told myself not to be too eager. It's all I can do, not to race up to Driss. Driss is the camp manager. He's been difficult to get a hold of lately, but now I strongly suspect that he's been working on my bike in secret. Perhaps it's extra beautiful, or has some custom future. What will its name be? I wonder. How fast will it go? Will my legs feel sore? Or will I get used to it? Chris turns with a bit of a start. Sable, hello? Hello, how are you today? I asked Driss how he is. I'm well. I let it hang there a moment. But I can do it. I'm too keen, and the words spill out. I asked Driss if he might, sort of, possibly, maybe have a bike for me. Your bike. He yells it like it's an idea he just had. Your bike, yes, of course, right, yes, your bike. That was meant to... that I prepared for you because today is your... gliding, yes. Driss nods along with me. Yes, of course, right, yes, I do have that. My blood runs cold. Has he forgotten? By which I mean I arrange it for you in a well. It's sort of a tutorial for you. A tutorial? Yes, exactly. A learning experience. You see, Sable, before one can own their own bike, they must prove that they can ride a bike by taking a test ride. On a different bike. I think about it and find that I've never heard of that part of the gliding, but Driss does seem earnest. Sort of. So instead of worrying about your bike, I'd like you to try this bike as a test. Driss gestures to the sand cutter at his side. It's quite old and a little shabby. A tester if I've ever seen one. I'll give it a go. Really? I mean, yes, good. Be gentle though. This sand cutter's old, then Jadi. You treat her with respect. Now ride the bike through the ring and back. Here's some advice for you, my young glider. Don't fall off. I return to Driss, who somehow manages to seem caught off guard, despite knowing I was coming. Sable, congratulations! How was your first pre-glide ride? Any strange rattles? Unexplained hissing? Small fires? What do you mean, fires? Surely you'd notice if you were on fire, even a little bit. Was that a possibility? Well, obviously it didn't happen, so I think we're fine. Driss, is this bike dangerous? Well, he doesn't finish. Have you already been by Hilal? Oh, right. I'd nearly forgotten about Hilal and thanked the Driss for the reminder. Before at least nudging him a little about the bike, I asked him if I'd still be getting one. Well, you're getting the use of the sand cutter, that's something, eh? You can borrow it to run your little errands. My little errands? And Hilal's got something to show you too. Help you out with more of that, mobility you're after? With my confidence in this exercise only lightly tarnished, I thank Driss very much for his help and his bike, and I depart for Hilal. Umar is a man of few words, and is nothing if not consistent. Hello, Sable. Unread messages 0. Have a good day. JD greets me warmly. Hello, little glider. It's so strange getting called that. I tell JD how strange it is being called glider instead of Sable, or even Clan Kid. Just trying to get you used to it. She seems to really like it, and maybe I like it too. My little glider. As she looks out across the landscape, Zeki's shoulders sag a little. I wonder what she's thinking about. Say something on your mind? Zeki's voice is weakly incredulous. I don't know how she's done it. That's Elaria over there. I follow her gaze to a little speck in the distance, which I now understand is her daughter, Elaria. Do you want me to get her back? Zeki shakes her hand. No, she's fine. I'll get her. I'm just... She shrugs. Parenting. I suppose I'll know more about when I'm older. Caesar looks busy. I should leave her to it. Head over to the temple, Sable. I promise it'll be worth the trip. The stone trumps like the beat of a heart as I approach the altar. Am I afraid? Yes and no. I'm ready for Rohana to know me. I'm ready to know myself. I feel her curiosity in the sacred place. I know I'm in her sight. There's nothing of the use to be found in the ship, but I noticed a blinking light flashing on the dashboard of the cockpit. Push the button. A voice crackles from the machinery in front of me. It sounds like a recording. It's barely audible. Stop messing about those buttons, you absolute idiot. Sorry, Raymond. Concentrate. I don't think I will have to remind you how much work it was to get this far. We're almost there. Alright, let's see what that old machinist told us holds up. If not, there'll be hell to pay. I hear the sounds of mechanical adjustments being made. 3 clicks, buttons being pressed, perhaps. Okay, when I push this orange thing, pull that lever, hard. Yes, Raymond. The sound of a click and a loud grunt before snapping sound. Oh no, oh, on Rohana's masks. Not that hard. You torn it out. Suddenly the speakers are filled with static and a low rumble that gradually increases in pitch. And then the sounds of someone cheering. It worked. We're flying. More cheering. Is that the sound of someone dancing? Okay, let's focus. This thing is moving fast. We need to slow it down a bit. How do we do that, Raymond? Let me check the mechanicist's notes. Long pause. The rumbling static sound that started playing when the ship took off is still increasing in pitch. Raymond? That lever, Toma. The one you just stripped out. We're going too fast. We're going to crash. We need to try to... The recording cuts off there. There's nothing of use to be found to the ship, but I need... Oh, yeah. Are we looking for the calibrator? I tell Saima I have no idea what she's talking about. She seems annoyed, but that is generally her way. Saima laughs off my irritation, but I'm not going to give her the satisfaction. I cross my arms and try to effect a change. I'll give you the calibrator. I put out my hands, proud of myself for standing tall before Saima. If you give me some beetles. That's a fair trade, isn't it? Something you want for something I want. I try to decide if it's more mature to push her over and steal the calibrator or to acquiesce. But then I simply stifle a sigh and shake her little hand. Perhaps some of the adults in the camp know where I can find some. I could ask about catching beetles for that awful little Saima. Do you know where I can find some beetles? There's a nest of beetles just east of here. You can't just walk up to one and catch it though. There's some seeds growing on the rocks around the nest. Drop a seed on the floor and the beetle will start eating it. Then you can sneak up and grab it. Just ask me a series of increasingly strange questions before I can make an excuse to take my leave.